So welcome back to levelupyourgame.net. You're here with Disrepute and Mute. Hello, Mute.
Hello.
To witness the 4th EuroCup qualifier, Quake Live TDM, enemy versus random. We're on the 3rd map now. It's 1 map apiece. The first map deep inside went 156 to 106, so 50 frag margin in favour of enemy. But the second map, Dreadful Place, went to random by a 4 frag deficit. 168 to 164. A much closer map, that one. We're now on to the 3rd map, Purgatory. Another brand new map for Quake Live. And actually, in the eliminations, that was enemy's map pick, wasn't it?
Oh, no, actually. I think enemy dropped Team 20 and then it was up to random to either choose between intervention to this one.
I thought I read it. The other. Let me scroll up and see.
Or maybe I'm wrong. Sorry.
I have to scroll up a long way. No, come on. Okay. No, yeah. Enemy dropped Hidden Fortress. Not enemy, sorry. Random dropped Hidden Fortress, which is actually a surprise. I would have thought they would have dropped Intervention, but I guess it depends what maps you're comfortable in. And then I would have thought that enemy would have chosen Intervention. But anyway, they've chosen Purgatory. Anyway, let's look over the teams. We've got Gilbort, Slain, Detour and Nuba Killer. They're for enemy. Star players there, perhaps Gilbort and Slain, would you say?
Yeah. What? I didn't quite listen. Sorry, I was
National team players for Germany, of course. Star players, Gilbort and Slain.
Yeah. Of course.
And then we've got Suji, NHSB, PH and Sides for random. And I guess we saw some excellent play at the end there, especially from Sides on Dreadful Place, which was the random map pick. Just review the map then. Purgatory, 2 yellow armors as opposed to the 1 on the previous map. We got a red armor and a mega health. Again, the full arsenal of weapons: the gauntlet and machine gun off the spawn, the shotgun, the grenade launcher, the rocket launcher, the lightning gun, the railgun, and the plasma gun. Nope. And then of course you do have 2 power-ups, Battle Suit and Quad Damage, so the first of the night that we've seen with those 2.
Out of all the new maps in Quake Live, this TDM map is probably the one played most. So this might be the reason enemy picked it.
3, 2, 1, fight.
There we go then. Sides getting a nice spawn on the mega health, and he's going to get plasma out of it as well. Ignores the shards, and there's a lot of armor down there in shards. Should have got them, but he did get the yellow out of it, so make do with that. Good plasma kill, random 2-1 up straight away. Best start they've had over the 3 maps.
Yeah.
Sides really got excellent aim. I mean, he's already got a few kills out of that. 25% plasma, that's a pretty high percentage. And then we're looking at the 2 power-ups coming up soon. It's going to be pretty late, both of them.
What is already down?
There you go, Battlesuit for Slain.
Oh, he gets another armor.
Looking pretty tanked, 100, moving through to this red armor. Gonna get the frag eventually, is he on PH? That is a lot of effort to get 1 kill. 10 seconds left on the battlesuit. Let's see what else he can do. Now, usually with the battlesuit, it's definitely try and focus on controlling areas and winning back the key locations, like this red armor room. And there you go, gets a couple of frags. He did actually miss out on the red armor though, so effectively they haven't exactly won the area back, especially as enemy will have a time on that red armor.
That was a little mistake. If you have the advantage of one power-up, you have to secure the red armor room. And just wait for the red. It's way more important than getting those extra 2 frags maybe.
How would you say you play this map then, Mute? What's the key areas to hold? Kind of tactics you might employ?
When we played it, we of course try to have one guy at red, and one guy at that upper area at the window is a good position to rail there, if you time the rail. And we have to have one guy timing the mega. But it has changed over the past month. I'm not that much into TDM anymore. They might gonna play it differently.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's one of those maps that's constantly evolving, and nobody's found the absolute perfect tactics for it yet. It's brand new to Quake Live, so it hasn't got those years of playtime in Quake 3 to set the fundamental tactics, and so many areas on the map that lead to other areas, there's items spread out everywhere. It's just not exactly obvious how to play it in the best way, but I mean, it's always going to be focus your team around the key items like red and mega. There we go, nice first frag with the quad from Nooba Killer. Now we swapped over to the battlesuit point of view. NHSB gets past a rocket launcher. Of course, you do always want a rocket launcher with the battlesuit because you can rocket jump around, but it's not always the best gun to get a kill on.
Big mistake by random here. Soji had 40 armor and Vision just took the battlesuit. No idea why they did that, but it seemed to... no, it didn't work out.
Yeah, there we go, 2 frag difference, and it's a little bit hard to see who is exactly in control of the areas at the moment. We're following Detour with the rails. He's got 13 health. Guess he's going to have to play quite careful to survive. No health up around him yet. He's got that 50 health across the map, yeah, and the 25 en route, so he does make that. Some nice rails as well. And Detour, Czech player. I think he played in the team, didn't he, that beat Sweden on this map. So
I saw that. Brilliant game.
It's pretty decent on it. 29 apiece between the two teams. Perhaps he had a big influence in choosing the map. And PA's just picking up that red, and now the shaft to work with. Catches Gilbert perfectly with a drop down, but good rockets from Nooba Killer now moving in to this red area. Enemy take control. But as you see, they have to move straight out up above the area. It's basically a perimeter defense to stop people moving in last second and grabbing the red from you. Quad's going to be up in the second. Nooba Killer looked like he was good for the battlesuit. I'll probably take that. Excellent work from Sides, actually surviving that with the quad. Although, that was him going down, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's down. But Fish managed to steal the red armor from the battlesuit guy, which is pretty important.
Just these long-range rockets. He hasn't quite got the right weaponry to get kills out of it. And this map is definitely the kind of map you want to railgun on. So many areas to rail from. Long-range positions as well that you can't get across so quickly. Well, it's kind of a mixed map actually. I mean, you've got medium level sort of open areas that are good for lightning gun. You've got a railgun as I mentioned, and lots of ambush points for rocket launchers and shotguns. So that's why this map is just so hard to lock down what the best tactics are for it. There we go, Nooba Killer just losing out on this red armor zone. They got 1 health. We did actually survive, but they did miss out on the red armor. Look at that spawn, NHSB. That's just so irritating.
They have to secure red.
40 seconds till the quad. 4 seconds before battlesuit.
You have to have a player at that upper area at the window, the rocket launcher. It's so important. You can let rockets rain down on your Damo players.
Oh, we just saw it then by not defending it. Enemy were able to drop a player right onto red and steal it in front of random. And that's left them without any armor coming up to these power-ups. I mean, red is 5 seconds before quad, but it's a little bit out of the way, red armor. And you're going to be rushing. Quad up in 3, battlesuit to follow.
Red goes to enemy.
There we go. Slain with the quad, Detour with the battlesuit. It's a double power-up for enemy.
Teams are tied.
This could really give them a big advantage going into the next couple of minutes. Suji going down. It's a good battlesuit run so far. Took control of the red armor area. Moved out. Only got one frag out of it, but he's moved right in for the mega. Just misses out. PH getting the frag there. Oh! Off the spawn from Slain. He's going to have some nice accuracy on the LG there. Yeah, 75% on that. Yeah, I'd be pretty annoyed by those spawns too, PH. And Suji again unlucky in the spawn right in front of Slain. You must think it's Christmas. Yeah. He just moves around the back of the map. He's harvesting those yellows, it seems like. Oh! Telefrag by his teammate, Detour. It never ceases to amaze me how rash players are just running over those teleporter exit. I mean, they're marked for them. Like, why run there at all? Just always avoid it. I mean, it was rather unlucky because he was attacking a player at the time, but still, 20
Enemy
seconds.
Seems to have locked down the map pretty much, actually, extending the lead to a 15 frag gap.
And it was all seeded from that double power-up pickup, and now to consolidate that, they just get another double pickup, which is a possibility. Detour waiting on this battlesuit. Oh, sides! Is he going to steal it? Oh, wow! What the hell was that shotgun?
Perfect.
Brilliant. I'm seeing sides got some very powerful aim so far. There he goes, getting another frag with the shotgun.
Pick up the 25.
Now who's actually got the quad? Has his teammate got the quad?
Quad's down already. No, PH still has it. They double power for random, actually.
Wow, well that's a turn up for the books. Oh my god, Sides almost failing the jump. I mean, it's a strange factor about this map that it does seem to happen though, that one team will get double power-ups and then the next cycle, we've seen it in the highest level matches in EuroCup finals and that the other team will just turn it around and get the next double power-up. It just seems a really strange feature about this map.
Too bad they couldn't really benefit from it.
16 frags, still the difference. Stillbort hitting some nice vertical rails there. Always difficult vertical rails. 62%, 37 LG, 73 rail Stillbort hitting all the top shots there. Random with the advantage on the red room at the moment.
Deptra seems to be the mega player for enemy. Timing it perfectly.
So is that how you'd play this map? You'd have one player timing the mega at the whole map and getting that, would you?
Yeah, probably. And if mega isn't up, this player has to have it red. Exactly what Deptra does right now. It takes 2 players actually. But it's not enough.
Get quad up in 5 seconds. Suji not very strong. But at least he's there. His teammates are there to support him as well, so it looks like a random quad is on the way. Slightly delayed this time, exactly synced up.
Slain looks extremely well. 100.
There he goes, quad to the left. Oh my god! Well, he obviously doesn't have dynamic lights on. I could see Quad glowing around the corner. Oh, there it is, in the lower area.
2 frags in 2 seconds.
He gets the frag very easily there. I mean, do you have would you have a primary power-up on this map? Battlesuit over Quad, maybe?
Ah, that's a good question. I thought about that. I think it depends. If you have armor, then Battlesuit is probably the better power-up. Because it's so hard to take a Battlesuit player down when you got 100 armor. For Quad, if you got 100 health, no armor, and the map is chaotic and things like that, Quad is probably the better power-up. But still, I can't really decide which one is better. What would you say?
Impressive.
I'd say on this map that you would generally try and focus on making Battlesuit the primary, because Quad's in such an open zone, it's easy to die. Especially if you've got a good amount of control, you can just send one stacked guy to Battlesuit and then send the other 3 to Quad. And if they don't get Quad, they kill it, or they weaken it severely, and your stacked Battlesuit player shouldn't even be attacked, as the other team has to commit everybody to defend Quad. That's kind of the ideal. Doesn't always work out like that, of course.
I've seen those tactics that split up the team 3 to 1, trying to get both power-ups, so at least do a decent amount of damage on the power-up carrier.
Yeah, let's see what's happening here. Suji again, he's always going up here, just as the Quad's going to spawn, but it sounds like a lot of damage was
Both
done at the
power-ups
Quad, but yeah, random getting both power-ups here.
They have to come back now.
I think that's the unforgivable thing. If you drop both power-ups, you can't afford to. You have to at least get 1 power-up at all times. That should be your tactical play, and that's why Battlesuit would be my primary, because it's an easier position to hold.
PH takes red with the Battlesuit, but fails to find any enemies.
Yeah, and then Battlesuit runs dry. Quad was killed as well before he could really get his going with the frags, so 10 frags the gap does remain. We've got plenty of time to bring it back though, and well, that just suits random for the next section of play time, as they control the red, and they kind of look pretty comfortable and like they're able to just run around the whole map pretty unchallenged.
So they're taking too much damage from the entrances. They cannot really stack up.
So if you lose the red armor area on this map, Meat, what would you suggest that you should do as a team to win it back? What's the tactic?
Of course, you have to have a ray gun player, and this is key on this map. And then you can still try to get in from the yellow armor, or to drop down or to steal a red.
Wow, there we are. Just said it, Jillbot dropping down, getting a couple of frags.
But they're closing the gap. 9 frags now.
It's so tense, this map. I mean, yeah, sorry for the lags on stream, by the way. I'm actually getting some connection lags myself now. Look at this, excellent shotguns from HSB. They lose out on the Battlesuit. Oh my god, going up the bounce pad, and this is the problem with Quad. It's such an open area. Any sort of route you take is likely to take damage. Quad goes down. Switch over to the Battlesuit. Nuba Killer with it. See, he can just take all that damage. I mean, that's a lot of damage he's taken. Wow. Suji survived a hell of a long time there against the shotguns of Nuba Killer. It's kind of unlucky for him as Sides just turned up just as the red armor spawned and took him out. There's a lot of combat going on over this red armor.
Finally getting back red armor here.
That was a good position by NHSB just to counter. And here's Detour getting a lovely spawn for the rocket launcher to put a lot of pressure on that red armor area. I think he hit the red armor player as soon as he picked it up. And the score is so close. We've only got 2 rounds of power-ups left to spawn. And it really is going to be decided on the power-ups, you'd have to say, Mute.
Nice raid by PH here. Yeah, next power-up will be very important for both teams.
We've got 35 seconds before that, and our teams want to start thinking about stacking up armoured players for it. Often you can lose focus in these matches, especially so close, so hectic. In
PH, bad luck. It turns around when the item spawns. Missing on Mega and Yellow.
There you go, Random have committed their team to the quad again. Well, at least 3 of them. They seem to be their split. And they'd rather commit more to quad.
That's valid.
So they're going to lose it out here. Enemy moved in. See, with some armoured players. Here we go. Quad taken by Nuba Killer, and he's got a battlesuit to work with. And the reason he was shooting that is trying to escape without taking a shot, but he did take some exit damage from the quad, from the railgun, sorry. At the time of Mega.
Oh, you pummeled the battlesuit. Oh my.
So the battlesuit's down, is it?
Yeah, you got pummeled with battlesuit.
Here we go, Nuba Killer. Is he going to get the frags? Just extending this lead, and as Mute said, such an important quad that could have been. I mean, it sets the next passage of play to all the power-ups. You'd probably say Enemy did definitely come out on top of that.
Yeah. Looked very well before the power-ups for Random, but now it's all gone.
Still within touching distance, so they can still bring this back. They're just going to need to make sure they get the power-ups. I mean, are they going to have to get both power-ups, do you think, Mute?
Yeah, they need a miracle. I know it's just 11 frags, but time flies by once it's 18 something.
Yeah, and the way we've seen this match go so far, it's just been frag for frag, so turning around a 10 frag difference has been very difficult.
Especially when Enemy has red armor and yellow, and even has Mega.
Oh, Sides manages to get a frag. Could be important, letting his teammates stack up on the yellows for the impending power-up spawn. This will be the last power-up unless we go into overtime. But here we go, Enemy committing. Now, Enemy, all they would need to do is commit 4 players to a power-up. They didn't actually just split 2 and 2, interestingly. They did get a quad, it's very weak.
And the kill the battlesuit guy worked out perfectly for them.
Oh, there you go. It's going to take a bit of a miracle now. 30 seconds remain and 12 frags the difference. To say, Random have done themselves proud, really. You say they're only formed a few weeks ago, mainly CTF players.
Yeah,
good job. Very close indeed against some established international legends. Very close to qualifying to EuroCup. Unlucky for Random, but congratulations to Enemy. They take it 159, 147, 2-1 in maps. This was the closest qualifier, and well, we'll see Enemy in the EuroCup, while Random drop down to the Open Cup top division. So thank you very much for joining me, Mute.
You're welcome, that was fun.
Yeah, very fun indeed, and we'll have, well, lots of the EuroCup games to come in TDM. Of course, we've still got the Nations Cup final, and I believe Mute, yourself and Fragmaster got plenty of CTF stuff. I think there's what is it, the winner bracket, lower bracket final and the grand final CTF Nations Cup to come, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna see UK against Netherlands and stuff like that, probably.
Brilliant.
Not sure yet, but there will be a lot of games, yep.
Alright, thanks for joining us everybody, good night.